Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you what we have decluttered so far in my challenge that I alluded to in a previous vlog. So I'm sorry if it's wonky. I'm holding it in my arm, the camera. So as you can see, I'm like kneeling down on the floor and there's a pile of stuff that we have decluttered beside me. So the whole goal of this is that we can every single day take at least one thing from one of the rooms in our house and chuck it away, you know, whether that's to donate it or it's like rubbish, you know. So myself, Robert and Ava are all participating in this. You know, Ava is only 5, so it is hard for her to get rid of the toys in her room. I said that she's basically just concentrating on her stuff because it's easier. And then there's myself and Robert just going through a couple of bits around the house, stuff that's kind of been sticking out to us for a while, and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to kind of show you a little bit in depth the amount of stuff that we have so far. And then I think, I'm not quite sure whether this is going to go in that I'm going to do updates throughout the month in this same video, or that's going to be split into another video. Maybe, actually, you know what, I've already decided, just as I said that, it's going to be like a 2-part. So this first part is just me updating you what's here so that I can get rid of it. We'll count how many individual items there is. I'll show you how some of the stuff that we're getting rid of, and then the video will end, and then I'll do another video giving you kind of the end of the month update on how we've went for the second half of the month, because it is the 14th today. So without further ado, let me just show you what we have got. Okay, so I'll start over here. So you can see there is a couple of trays and whatnot from the kitchen covered in oil and hairs, because I molt like a dog. See, yeah, lovely. So there's 4 of them there, because this one, while it looks like it fits in there, this little rack doesn't actually. So that's 4 kind of kitchen items. In this bag here we have some items from our main family bathroom. Lots of these products are gone off. The expiry date is gone on them, or I no longer need to use them because I have like different methods of doing stuff, or they've been open for a very long time. There's an old weighing scales that no longer works. We have a basket that's kind of fallen apart, some bits and pieces of like hygiene products or whatever, and then Ava here at the back, there's some bat toys or stuff that she was using as bat toys. So that was her contribution to the bathroom tidy up, was a couple of toys there, and that's fine. This shouldn't be here. I actually want to keep that as a backup. So then we move on. There is probably, you're going to see a good amount of like clothing and that sort of stuff. So lots of like socks and such. Again, a couple of toys and bits are like a couple of kind of like soft plush teddy bears, a watch that she no longer wants, and then like a toy pig. Some of her pajamas that are just old and rashy now at this stage. Another thing from the family bathroom that I imagined that I was going to use, but unfortunately it just didn't agree with me, if you know what I mean, are these, oh, of course they're upside down, bat bombs. Sorry. So are these bat bombs? I really wanted to enjoy bat bombs. They are in perfect condition. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them up on like a free site, because it's just, I don't want them to go to waste, or maybe like one of my family and friends and stuff can get them, but unfortunately bat bombs just don't agree with me. So I have to get rid of these because they've just been taking up a lot of, well, not a lot of space, but they've been taking up space in there, and whilst they smell amazing, it's time to let them go, I think. So again, we just have some clothes here that were belonging to Ava. This is an old wallet that the zip is broken on for me. Again, some like old boxers, underwear, that sort of stuff. We have an old pillow here. We also have some colouring. Some of the nappies that Ava was playing with her doll, a cover for a pillow. Again, more kind of doll's nappies. These were Ava's contribution. An old scarf. We then have some toys, as you can see here. So the farm toys that she's had for a very, very long time, but she doesn't play with them. So she's chosen that they're the ones to get rid of. This toy is from McDonald's. So some jumpers of mine that I don't ever use and haven't for a very long time. This is just some rubbish that was inside Ava's room, like boxes and papers. So we also have some bed sheets, so 2 sets of kind of bed sheets. Then we have a pair of Robert's old motorbike gloves. They have holes in them. So he got new ones for Christmas, so he is contributing those. And then this old tripod that I no longer need. So that's that. And then in here, this came from downstairs. There is some old jeans actually that I was saving for a very long time to throw out. So then we have jumpers for Ava. We have a pair of bottoms that Robert wears and a couple of t-shirts as well, that have holes in them. They're very well worn. An old pair of Ava's shoes, and then lots of her coats that are worn to death. Like, they are stained beyond belief, and they probably all have holes for them. It was just one of those coats that, you know, she's just wearing out and about. Especially Ava loves to climb, so she gets herself in all sorts of positions and things tear and whatever. Obviously I'll have a closer look to see if there's any that can be donated to people, but yeah, so that is really everything. So what I'm going to do is count the individual items of how many things so far we've got rid of, but I think this is a pretty good amount. It might seem like a small amount from Ava's point of view, but I suppose she, as I said at the start, she is only 5, so we need to give allowances to her, you know. So I'm happy the way that these are going, because it's taken a lot of stuff out of my house. I'm going to separate it into piles of stuff that we can donate, and then also rubbish, you know. But I'm going to count the individual items and I'll get back to you guys. So I counted and I sorted. So basically, if stuff was in a pack, like there's like a pack of like these tests, like and there was like, I say there's 15 in the pack, I just counted that as one. Or like a pair of shoes or a pair of socks, that was just counted as one. So if going by that, there's about 93 items, but really if we're counting the individual things, there'd be more, there'd be over 100. And that's really good for a couple of days. We haven't been doing this since the 1st of January. I think we started like the 7th or something. So over a week, I'd say, and that's how much we have, which is really, really good. So if we can get another 93 to 100 on our next go, I'd be very, very happy about that, because that's 200 items out. But right now we're sitting at 93 to like 110, so we'll kind of go like that if we're counting each very single individual item, which I think is really, really good. So my thing to you is, let's do this together. We have 14 or more than 14 more days, like 16 more days left in January. And even if you do wanting a day or wanting from one room a day, you know, we can get there. We can take out lots of stuff that we don't need. I can't wait to get into my kind of craft items, because there's a lot of those things that I don't need, So I'm going to be working on that once I kind of finish doing downstairs, to make sure that there's nothing down there that I no longer need or want. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I really do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did, I would love if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and also go over to my Facebook or my Instagram and let me know if you're going to join along with me, because these things are always better if we have more people to help us along the way. So thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.